Hello everyone, this is DInfinityX and welcome back to Space Engineers. Now after recording last weekend, I realized I was making a mistake. Oh, I forgot I crashed it. I have a drone that is small form factor, can carry a full cargo, and has, I think, a decent battery life. Let's see. Well, under load it has a battery limit of like 20 minutes, which is not great. But we can fix that, so I'm going to build another one. Okay, got the cargo version wired up, and now let's get it built up. Now, the main reason why I think this is a good idea is because just hovering this has 50 minutes of power, and it handles just fine at 40,000 kilograms of weight. So I think this will do quite well at traversing the terrain, and I can just have multiple of them. And I just blew something up. What did I blow up? The things that I was building, of course. I really need to be way more cautious with this thing. I have definitely gotten a lot better at flying this welder, and even parking it. I say that as I didn't park it, but, you know. Just gotta wait to refill the motors. I definitely think I should rebalance this a little bit because I'm using a lot more components and whatnot instead of the actual steel and interior plates that I'm carrying. And it seems as while I was doing that, the bots have built up what was missing, which is nice. I do need to redo the two motors I blew off. Okay, and now to free this up, build a connector, and give it a go, or test flight. Just have to get the components. Well, this is definitely promising. Just idling, it has 2 hours of power. Under thrust, it has 30, but we're also just under... Ooh, this thing is quick. With nothing on in it. We'll get it fully recharged and see what it looks like. So I think the remains of the drone got to Ice 1 somehow. There wasn't much left of it. I'm kind of curious what remained, and flying into this, I have a feeling I might fly right into it. Some of it survived. I can't see it. I mean, I'm still... There we go. Let's see if I can match its altitude. And yeah, there's nothing left. It's just the brain, which surprisingly, encasing it in batteries was a good idea. But I think we're just going to kill it. Because it doesn't have thrust in some directions. Oh, and it's going to try and compensate. I hope I did not just drop it right on my base. No, it's going out that way. That's good. There's an unknown signal that is very close to my base, though. And about to explode. So let's... Oh, are you the flying one, or are you not? You're not. Okay. We get anything? Rainbow boots. Nice. Now, I'm definitely going to have to do some research into how to set up the drones to haul stuff back and forth. I know I'm going to need event controllers and all of that. But, yeah, I think this drone could do it. I'm definitely going to need some more power on the base because the windmills just aren't doing it. I still have 3 that aren't built, so I'll take care of that real quick. Well, adding those 3 fixed the power issue. We had almost run through all of the nuclear fuel. But now that the piston is done, I can start working on the silo. I just need to dig a hole to connect it to this base. I think we're going to do a very similar thing. Actually, you know what? We can multi-purpose this one. It's a little, yeah, not aesthetic, but I just needed to drill a tunnel from over here to the silo, or where the silo is going to be. Oh, this is going to be confusing. It's backwards. And I don't have the reticle. Ooh. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll just build one that's just a miner. But I want to take a look and see...
Critical.
Oh, the batteries were off. We can fix that. I need to remember that. Okay. Oop. Okay, with... Yeah, we've got plenty of power on this ship. Enough to make a run, that's for sure.
Critical.
There is something bouncing around. Oh, me apparently. No, something just blew up. Where's my door? Wonder what it was. Yeah, I have no idea. Bouncing stops, so that's good. Doesn't look like anything in here is destroyed, so I have no idea. I was thinking maybe these blew up, but they didn't. That would have been far away to hear it at that. Oh, I wonder if it was that antenna that I crashed in the ground and was just flailing about. That could be it. Oh, I was wondering why my bed was shaking. We're under attack. That makes sense. Well, that's gonna get shot up anyway. That's fine. Yeah, it's already disconnected. I go to the bathroom and then chaos just breaks out. Okay, I need to recall the bots because we've lost at least 2. Bots. Select helper. Yeah. Nope. Store. Turrets. These target characters. Ah, I can't believe that. Oh, and they've shot up our base. Every time I step away from the computer for just a second, I was just trying to get my sleep up, and everyone died. Oh, hello. Oh, he legit jump scared me there. Get the stuff off these guys at least, and break it down or something. Thankfully, it doesn't look like it's shot up. Well, I'll take the ice. There's just 2 broken connectors. I can fix that easily enough. And it looks like there's a drop pod that's 900 away. I wonder why. Oh, we're still not connected somewhere. Oh, there's more damage. That makes sense. I've made a mistake. I can fix this. No, I didn't want to break that. Okay, I've got the mining rig retracted. I just have to tear this down, and then we'll try and tunnel a base following this conveyor. A base, not a base. We'll make a tunnel to the base, and then connect up over here. This may be like the little entrance to get to the silo here for the rocket that we'll build here very shortly. Something is firing at the Raider drop pod. Or the Raider drop pod's firing at me. One of the two. I don't want to see what's going on over here. Or is this just the shell of the one that we shot down? Looks like it's just the shell. Let's kill its battery. Now it's nothing. I mean, it's going to have some ice on it. But other than that, I don't think there's too much useful here. Are we shooting at animals again? Yes, we are. Let's not do that, please. Oh, yeah, I found the explosion. The drone had made its way back over to the base, so kudos to it for trying, but yeah, that's not needed. But now that it's getting day, we are going to set up the drone with a more appropriate pattern for getting to and from the ice lake. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this because I want to set up the GPS just above, but this thing keeps pulling it back down. So I need to turn this off. Yeah, we're just going to turn this off. I'm going to control the drone. Fly it up. Maybe right about there. And then I'm going to start setting up the GPSs. And then we are going to fly very high up. A lot higher than the Ice Lake 1. Probably is about as high as we can go, I think. Enough to clear the signals. And I'm going to do a couple just so that we don't run into the issue of hitting a mountain like we were before. And we'll stay pretty far away from the ground units or any bases that might spawn. And then I realized I didn't turn up the antenna, so I need to fly up, increase the antenna range because I completely forgot. Can I reach it from here? No, I'm gonna actually have to fly to it. That's unfortunate. Hopefully I don't run out of hydrogen before that happens. Okay, 50,000. We're just going to fall for right now until we get back down to the base. Because, yeah, I made that trip with almost no hydrogen on me. So this is a definitely unique experience. But this should be high enough, so I'm just going to roughly aim in the direction of Lake 2. And then put in, if I can hit the right keys, above base, because this would be a good marker for any drones to return to the base. Yeah, this is, it's got an hour of power. Once it gets there, we can recharge, and I think the event, I think I know how to set it up, but I'll have to see. Somehow we got kicked out of the drone. What happened? It's still in the air, but why did I get kicked out? I was about to leave with the 27% hydrogen. That is not smart. Okay, I have no idea why I lost control of this. I guess we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way of me sitting on top of it. Hopefully I don't kick myself off. I am very curious to know why that didn't work. Because both antennas have a range of 50K, so it shouldn't have had a problem. I mean, this will be a drone, so antennas aren't necessarily required, but it'd be nice to remote into it if I need to. And in fact, I don't need to go to Lake 2. I can just go to right over Lake. Now that makes much more sense. I am going to build an antenna at the lake so that we have extended coverage. But this thing still has over an hour of power. We've only used 12%. And we are, well, a little over halfway to the lake. I had to reorientate my camera so that I could look down. This is probably for the best, actually. Because this will let me get right over lake. And I'll be able to see it and set up the GPS there. I also forgot how high we are in the sky, so this will be fun. Going down is going to be a bit tricky. I was afraid I was going to fall off. That does not appear to be the case. Just floating down with it. And we have a photon shuttle. Uh-oh, I hit Windows key. I hate Windows key. With a passion. We have a Colt photon shuttle. Hopefully it stays away. Almost fallen off. That is not a good... Actually, we were right above where we needed to be. That's perfect. And get this close enough so I can control it from the ground, hook it up, fill it with ice, and send it home. I'm actually curious. Can I dock this without changing my view here? Be right about there. Go down nice and gentle. Hopefully I'm close. Oh, I'm close. Nice. Unfortunately, I do need to set up the GPS for the just above it so that when it does come in, yes, lake, docking. There we go. And by turning this on, this will automatically get close enough and lock anyway, so that's fine. I'm realizing this has used up most of the ice for, I'm assuming, the hydrogen in. Fine. Gonna steal what we can here. Yeah, that'll work. Speaking of, how much hydrogen does this have? Control panel, hydrogen tank. It is 1.1% filled. Well, that's extremely unfortunate. So I'm just going to turn it off for now so it doesn't fill or keep eating ice when I stuck under the pipe again. Because what I want to do is put this on a hinge and a piston and be able to set the controls from my base so that it can dig out an area around here with a camera and everything. So yeah, I think that'll be really cool. I might do that today. But for the ride home, I'm using a chair. We seem to have a problem. Not a good problem. Not that any problem is good, but I don't think this has enough lift to haul the ice. So I'm going to sacrifice a lot of the... Ooh, my inventory's full. The up thrusters to give it more downward thrust. And then we'll go from there. But I may have to add a few more big thrusters later on. I'm going to try and be smart with this. Hopefully this is enough to get us off of the connector here. It is, okay. The problem is we don't have thrust in very many directions, and that approach is right above us, and I'm afraid it's going to tip, and then we'll fall out of the sky, and I want to try and prevent that. So I'm going to severely limit its pitch and roll angles so that it doesn't tip to either side. I should probably just turn them flat, but I want it to have some ability to roll and everything. Okay, I think I got the waypoint set up, so we're going to turn that on. We're going to turn on the AI behavior and hope everything goes well. I'm going to save just in case. It crashes into something. I mean, please don't crash into the windmill. Just go straight up. There you go. Oh, we cleared the windmill. I don't know why it's... Oh, there it goes. It's starting to move now, somewhat. Well, we'll just have to see what happens. Actually, I take that back. We're moving quite quickly now. Well, that's good. I'm just going to record the flight here in a time-lapse type of way, and hopefully we'll be back at the base in a few minutes. Okay, it seems I need to take over because something has happened. We're going to turn the AI off. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That is really unfortunate. Oh, I thought those were missiles. I was like, what is firing at us? I wonder if it just didn't have enough juice to get all the way to the 4 kilometers up it needed to go. That would be my guess. Alright, we are home. I am going to give it a basic task of just getting to the docking port. Let's see if it can do that. Worst case, it blows up and takes out the docking port, which I'm hoping isn't going to be the case. Let's see. It is getting close. The second it gets within docking range... Oh, never mind. I turned it off. I guess it's just going to sit there for some reason. Okay. I mean, it had half its battery left, so I just need to figure out why it didn't want to take off. I've given it 2 more large down, and I think I'm going to keep the small ones because I do want to kind of keep this flat when it's flying. Because it doesn't make sense that it needs to bank or turn. It's not doing any combat. It's just going straight up, over, straight down. So hopefully 2 more large thrusters, or small thrusters, will work. Okay, so I have loaded up this last little drone with enough supplies to fix the ice base. And I'm bringing along the hauling drone to attempt to get it to haul stuff. If not, I have enough stuff in here to hopefully add engines or whatever else I need. But we are going to take off and head over to the ice base with all the supplies. I may even set this up to try and do the drone pathing to see if it works. It appears we've run into the same issue. Where it just does not want to... Huh. And we made it. Hopefully I got a good clip out of that, or time lapse. I'm just going to park this up onto the connector over there, and we'll start building. Okay, so I've started working on reassembling the piston here, or the drilling rig. I'm going to... Oh, I forgot I was waiting for components. I'm going to have it... Oh, let me build it and I will explain. Oh, seems we have some not happy people. That's unfortunate. Need to see where they are. Alright, found one, found the other. Need to reload. There we go. So I realized that I have messed up and put this hinge on backwards. So I need to fix that. Which means... Oh, hello. Oh, I just loaded back in. I was trying to record this before I went to work. Since I had the time. But yeah, I have to completely fix this. I wanted to make sure that those robots, there weren't any more, because... Yeah, it was strange that there was only 2. I have a crazy idea. Will this work? Probably not. Am I gonna try it? Yes. Let's see if I can do this without having to... Oh no, you don't want to. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to tear it all down and rebuild it all back up. I was hoping I could embed that into the ground. Ooh. Maybe I can. So I've locked this... Oh, I'm out of fuel. Alright. Now that I've locked this to the ground, can I fix this? We shall see. I've never tried anything like this before. It should work. But I have to remember where... this is. Want it this way. Then want to get rid of the hinge part. build this up, and then build a hinge part. Okay, it's letting me build it. And then if we just go to attach... Oh, it's attached. Sweet. Oh, I didn't have to rebuild it. I am so happy I thought of that before I went and rebuilt everything.
Inventory full.
Inventory's full. I think I'm going to go with 5 drills instead of 3, just to increase the efficiency. And this will give me more angles. Okay, I've run out of things to pull out of here, so we need to put it all into production. We should be good. I might throw a hydrogen engine on here. I mean, that would make sense. Okay, drills are done. We need to do... I need to grab some steel. Oh, we need to produce some steel. It's a good thing I brought over a bunch of iron to make stuff. But I want to add... I think I can't... No, I need steel in order to do that, and I could have just pulled that from the drill. I'm going to add a camera here. I'm going to add a camera there. Possibly there. Yeah, there. Just so that I can see where everything's going. That should work. I'm going to get this piston going down. After I turn on the drills, because that would be smart. We're going to group these ice drills. We're going to save those, turn them on. Then we're going to get this going down. That seems a little fast. And just because I know this base is going to need it, we are going to build a few more large containers. But not over here. Probably over here. Out of the way of the drill. I may have to... Oh, I was going to add the hydrogen engine. I was going to say I need to add more power, but no, I'm going to do the hydrogen engine, so that makes sense. Is that lightning? It would also help if I had the piston going in the correct direction. Good to know. It's a good thing I started the drill because I am running out of iron quickly, which is really unfortunate. Now, I'm curious. After I get this programming block built, there is a composter for organic grown biomatter into nutrient. Words are hard. Rich organic matter. I'm having a time. I wonder if this works for the algae. I do think we've run out of extra ingredients, so we need to get to the... We're refining stone, so it's coming in slowly. But we've got over 1 million ice, or lake ice, so that's something. So I've added 2 hydrogen engines to this base. Gonna have to wait for everything to be manufactured, of course, but that should significantly increase the power output. In fact, if we look, hydrogen tank is draining, but I think we turned some of the O2 generators off, and we should have the power to spare to turn them on now. I might need a lot more storage on this base now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm guessing this is... Like, this one that I just built is almost full. This one is full. And that one is not full at all. I'm also realizing that the hydrogen engines and tanks are all probably running. Because I was trying to see if this hydrogen tank was actually gaining anything, but it doesn't seem like it is. And, to my knowledge, or it's not to my knowledge, the composter can turn the photosynthesis algae into organic. Which is not... Oh, and it turns it into a decent amount of organic. Okay, I know how to solve our organic problem now. This base is going to fix all of our food problems. So that is really nice. And now for the last test. We've got to send this drone back with a full load of ice. Hopefully. I'm honestly surprised this car still has power. It's got 2 days of power left. We can move it closer to the base so we can illuminate some of the base. That would be a little bit helpful. Ooh, speaking of illumination, I don't want to get stuck under the conveyor pipe again. We should probably put some spotlights on the drills and everything else in case I want to maneuver this in night. Well, that illuminated basically the base. I need to get one farther out so I can see farther out, but let's start. Okay, it's been a few days since I last recorded. I wanted to do more, but the last thing I'm going to do for this episode is see if this little drone can fly home. Oh, I was wondering why I couldn't transfer stuff to this little cargo container. That would answer that question. Okay, so if I do this, we should go to the above lake approach, and then we'll fly home, hopefully. Let's make sure we're not crashing first. Of course, we're close to the antennas. I'm going to have to move that docking port once we get this fully set up and automated. I think we're going to have to abort for a second because I don't want to get close to a blue shrimp. So I'm going to wait until it passes. And hopefully it doesn't get close enough to do anything to us. It shouldn't, but that would suck. I know it's 4 kilometers away, but the waypoint is also 4 kilometers, so I don't want to get up there and then be closer to that than I would like. But it is gaining distance, so we should be good. No, we've run into the same problem where it has decided to not do what it's supposed to. And we're descending. I do think it's just a problem with altitude. Like, we're not... It's too high for the thrusters that we have, or we're too heavy and can't make that height, which is really unfortunate. Once I get in line of the base, I'll turn it back on, but yeah, that sucks. I also need to get home soon, otherwise I'm going to die, so... Ooh, this is going to suck. And I'm getting letterboxed. Yeah, this is going to suck. Especially if I lose my inventory. Well, I've got it set up on autopilot. It should be able to handle this, or at least get us close. That's all I care about at this moment. I did just get a brilliant idea, though. Before I die, we're going to put all my stuff in the passenger seat. Yeah, that way the drone makes it, and I don't have to, when I die in a few seconds from lack of water, I will be able to just get my stuff off the drone. And then because I don't think it's going to, or get to the above base marker, I'll just control it from the control seat down in the base, and I'll be able to remote it in. In fact, I'm going to give it a hopefully better... I'm just going to park it above Ice 1. That it should be able to get... Oop. I've only got a few moments left. We're going to delete that one, and it's just going to go to Ice 1, because I think it can make that one. And for some reason, I am not taking damage while in the seat. Oh, nope, there it goes. Yep. I'm trying to see if I can make it home before I die, but I don't think it's going to happen. Definitely not going to make it, but I'm going to try and fling my body closer to the base. It's only an oxygen tank, or hydrogen tank, but we'll see. I didn't even get close with my body, but I'm going to bring the drone home. Ooh, I almost made a mistake. I flipped over to look down, and I forgot that this drone does not like that. So that would have been bad. Need to orient myself, though, so... Yeah. Okay, I'm over roughly where the base is. I'm going to make sure we can slow down, and then I'm going to turn on this one last time to try and get it to go to the... What are you doing? To go to the hauling parking base and see if it'll at least somewhat park itself. Here it comes. Hopefully it stops. I'm really hoping it stops. Please stop. I would hate for this thing to plow into the base and explode. I don't think it's stopping. Oh, come on. Come on, little drone. You can do it. You can do it. It's trying. I think the collision is going to prevent it from doing anything. I'm also going to turn on precision mode and see if that will make it get to where it needs to go. Hopefully. It sure is trying. You can do it, drone. You can do it. You can do it. Get a little bit closer. I'm seeing the issue. It is parked exactly where it thinks it needs to be, so I need to fix that. Okay, the drone is parked. Now I need to build a composter on this base to potentially turn some of that algae back into something useful. Alright, I am going to get this set up to process a bunch of that photosynthesis algae into organics so we can grow more food. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I need to make an adjustment to this, which means likely more down thrust so that it can reach. Oh, yay. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere potentially near that, but I need to add some more down thrust and then set this up to start doing this automatically. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day.